Welcome to our RAF Benevolent Fund legacy film. I'm here at the Fund's headquarters in Portland Place, London, leased to us in 1945 for 973 years at the peppercorn rate of just £200 a year, which means more of your donations go to the causes that you care about the most. You'll hear from our incredible team, from someone who's pledged a gift in their will, and from people whose lives have been transformed by legacy giving.
I still belong in the Air Force. Never take it out of me.
You'll also discover how your own legacy could continue supporting the RAF family for generations to come. We're lucky enough to have former RAF personnel among our staff. Having seen the work of the fund from both sides, they're completely invested in our cause and understand the needs of our beneficiaries only too well. Nowhere is it more evident than in the role of the CEO, which has always been held by someone who has served in the RAF. I'd like you to meet Air Vice Marshal Chris Elliott, the Chief Executive of the Fund. They're upstairs, so that gives us a great excuse to use the beautiful main staircase. I'm going to let you lead, and I'll see you up there on the second floor.
So I'm Chris Elliott. I was an Air Vice Marshal in the Air Force for 35 years, and I am now the Chief Exec of the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund. I joined the Air Force in 1985, which I always say is when the dinosaurs walked the earth, and I had an amazing career as an air traffic controller. And the big thing that I always remember throughout my career, it wasn't matter where you were, it was actually the people you served with. I can't describe the feeling when I received the phone call to say, congratulations, you've got this job. Because for me, it was following on what I'd always felt when I was in service, being part of a team. The Benevolent Fund's been here for almost the same amount of time the Royal Air Force has. And that's why we connect so well with our beneficiaries, because the same feeling in the Air Force is exactly what we do. Whether it was way back in the day to provide people money to buy a suit or a pair of shoes to go for an interview, all the way through to today where we have developed our outreach capability. When statutory help and support has done as best it possibly can, when the Air Force has done its best it possibly can, sometimes you need organisations to be there to help people face the challenges, not just when conflict takes people from us or changes them when they return, but sometimes just the small things can seem really big to them. We've got a debt that we owe to people who volunteer and the families that volunteer alongside them to give what they give for our country. And that's what we do. We don't judge. It's just about providing people with that help and support when they need it. But all of that can't be delivered if we don't get help and support ourselves. And gifts and wills is a huge part of the support that we receive. And we're absolutely humbled by the support we get. But it's a really important income stream for us. In some years, it's nearly 70% of our income. It provides long-term sustainable funding for us. It allows us to plan ahead for that financial support, the practical support, and that well-being support that we provide. And we are absolutely delighted that people believe in our cause and believe in the work we do, that think about us when times are tough for themselves to actually put words in their will to help continue our work. We've been around for over a century, and I would imagine we'll be around for the next century because the work we do is so important to make sure the RAF family are supported.
Let's visit our welfare team. They're the engine room of the Benevolent Fund, looking after the increasing needs, practical, emotional and financial, of both the serving and veteran communities. Let's hear from Air Commodore Simon Harper.
My name's Air Commodore Simon Harper. I'm the Director of Operations here at the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund. What's great about working for the Benevolent Fund is knowing that you've helped someone, that you've supported someone, and it might be trite to say it, but I think it's true, that you've provided life-changing support every day. And in some cases, life-saving support as well. The fund looks at the holistic needs rather than just a specific need at a point in time. It's about looking after the beneficiary and their families in every possible way. It's improving the quality of life for the RAF family, either through financial, practical or emotional support. It's helping those most in need. So we're there ready to help when someone needs us to help. It's giving the ability, particularly for those who are socially isolated and lonely, to live with dignity, to live with confidence, but also to live safely as well. And that's where our mobility teams help. And finally, we want to improve mental well-being. So we have a couple of services that we deliver. One is a counselling service and one's an app-based service, which both veteran and serving communities can access to improve mental well-being. We're there to meet need and ultimately to build resilient support through that beneficiary community. So the cases which I think really strike a chord in that way are those where we've helped in different ways. So that could be, for example, where our community outreach has addressed a beneficiary and their family who perhaps have been suffering from social isolation and loneliness, have brought them together with like-minded veterans. Then we've found out that the individual might have some financial needs that we need to address, so we put a tailored package in to support their financial needs. We then, in talking to them further, understand that perhaps there's some stress in that family unit, so we can help them with their mental well-being. But in alleviating that need and addressing that need and supporting people and their families, you are providing them with the dignity, you're providing them with confidence, with the agency perhaps to seek additional support or whatever it might be. It's not just about the direct services and supporting a particular need, but it's about developing the confidence, resilience and quality of life of our beneficiaries and their families. It's difficult to put in words how important that support is. So from the bottom of my heart to my team, a huge thank you to everyone, because we couldn't do it without you.
We now have Ambassador Dave, Irene, our Welfare Programmes Manager, and Eleanor Ashton, Community Engagement Worker. All are ex-serving RAF personnel. I was an engineer in the RAF, but I was only in 4 years before I was in Italy on a detachment and I was the wrong side of a hit and run. So, yeah, I'm wheelchair bound. So a year and a half later, they found a bungalow for me and adapted it. What it's meant is that I live independently. There's people that I did my rehabilitation with that aren't here any longer. Yeah, read into that. Yeah. And they didn't have the support that I had. The Benevolent Fund have been there with me since the first. Oh, getting a bit emotional. Oh, who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Yeah, they've been there from the first year, and they haven't left me alone. No, they've supported me since.
I've been blown away with the range of things that the fund can offer in terms of support, not just the financial and practical support, but actually the emotional support and in terms of well-being and welfare.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's broad and it's all-encompassing.
Just that phone call sometimes of someone saying, hello, I'm from the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund. Is there anything more that we can do to support you? Can be transformational. There's that sort of pathway out of whatever the situation that particular household has found themselves in.
Nothing's done for the sake of it. It's such an adaptable fund that we're always looking for new opportunities, new ways of helping people.
And I think that is perhaps part of also the strength of the fund, is that it's still got RAF at the very beginning. So that continuity, that familiarity and that understanding is there straight away.
And I just love our logo because it keeps you connected to the RAF, but the little circle is the heart. So it just reminds you that you are the heart of the RAF family.
I agree with you. I like wearing it for that reason. Yeah.
So what would you say to someone thinking about leaving a gift in their will?
Please do. Yeah. Really please do. You will not know the full magnitude of where your money will go to. You'll not know all the stories because there's so many of them. But it will change lives.
Yeah.
As you said, give independence.
Yeah.
None of us realise how far that goes until we need it for something. And we've got a superb legacy team who can provide advice around that.
Anything that you can do will be appreciated. I don't know. Yeah, I've got all a bit emotional now.
Well, that sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the difference it makes. Yeah.
Next, we're going to hear from Kate, who has pledged a gift in her will to the RAF Benevolent Fund.
Hello, my name's Kate. I live in Cannock in Lincoln, just across the road from International Bomber Command. My son joined the RAF, a dream that he had, and he has been in the RAF now for nearly 20 years. I'm incredibly proud of my son, and I do feel part of the RAF family because I have to trust that they will do the right thing by him and his family, and I'm sure they will, and I think this is where the RAF Benevolent Fund comes into it. It is a risky role. I'm a mum and I worry. The RAF Benevolent Fund does offer a reassurance for me personally. It's somewhere where the RAF family can turn to and get extra assistance. Who knows, one day down the line, maybe his family may need further assistance, and I would hope that he knows he could turn to the RAF Benevolent Fund to hopefully get that help. I had an information booklet come through the post which was asking to consider them to possibly leave some money in a legacy. And it's one of those things I thought, I must get round to doing this. I read different stories about different people who had used the RAF Benevolent Fund successfully, and it just seemed the right thing to do. I wasn't very quick off the mark about leaving a legacy, but when my husband and I finally got round to making a will, I wanted to make sure that's what we did. I hope that my gift to the RAF Benevolent Fund will help them survive in this economic climb where money's not easy to come by, and I'm sure charities are suffering because of that. My husband and I, at the end of the day, we're ordinary people. We're not millionaires, and we are very aware that these charities need every penny. So I think it's just reassuring to know that at no cost to us immediately, it's not going to impact our lives now, but afterwards, that a future member of the RAF family will gain something from our legacy to the RAF Benevolent Fund.
Let's hear from Yvonne Roberts from the National Free Will Network to ask some of your questions. Yvonne, please introduce yourself. I hear you're heavily involved in the RAF Cadets.
I'm the Assistant Programme Director for the National Free Wills Network. I do have a connection to the Royal Air Force in that my husband served for 12 years. Both of my children were Air Cadets, which is how I got involved, just helping out a couple of hours a week. And it's now evolved, and that was 8 years ago. And I'm now the Officer Commanding of the Squadron and the Wing Sports Officer.
Oh, fantastic. Yvonne, how do legacy gifts make a difference to the sustainability and the long-term planning of a charity?
Legacy gifts make a difference because when you speak to charities, it's usually around 1/3 of their income comes in from legacies. At the fund, it's actually 2/3 of their income. It's also a reliable form of giving, especially during difficult times like COVID.
Do people need a large estate to leave a meaningful gift?
Absolutely not. Every penny counts to charities, so whatever you can leave makes a difference.
Many people feel intimidated or unsure about writing a will. What advice have you got?
It's really understandable because it is such an important document, but it's probably actually simpler than you think. I think the first and most important thing to do is to make a list of all your beneficiaries, their names and addresses, and what you would like them to receive, and also select your executors. And once you've got your list and you're happy with it, then I would proceed from there.
How would you respond to someone that thinks that their gift is too small to matter?
No gift is ever too small to matter. It can be used to continue providing the services that the charity offer, to carry on with the breakfast clubs, or it could be to help provide a wheelchair for a beneficiary, or even to cover the cost of the listening and counselling services. Whatever the amount, large or small, it will undoubtedly benefit somebody in the future. The fund do have 2 free wills service providers, and you can find their details on their website.
Fantastic.
We are now going to leave the offices here and take a look at some of the work that RAF Benevolent Fund do out in the community. We're heading over to International Bomber Command Centre in Lincoln to hear about one of the monthly breakfast clubs that take place across the regions.
I'm here at the RAF Benevolent Fund's Breakfast Club. This monthly gathering brings together veterans and members of the RAF family to enjoy a meal, share stories and support one another. For many, it's a chance to tackle loneliness and isolation and simply enjoy the company of people who understand their experiences.
My husband was RAF police. He died in service, sadly. I felt suddenly on the outside because we lived in a village. I felt I'd lost all my RAF connection. I feel myself getting a bit choked up now. And then coming here, I've met people and I've learned that I'm an okay person. We're all like-minded, we've all been through similar things.
For people to be connected into their community, it's best that actually they're part of that community. A lot of the people that come and access the club, they haven't been out or in company for a long time. And then to see them make friends, get to know each other, form those friendships, form those bonds is really quite huge.
I was an aircraft technician on 216 Squadron. I fell 16 feet and sustained a severe traumatic brain injury, which meant I was medically discharged from the forces. I don't work, I sort of just don't really do much, to be fair, so little events like this do get me out. They do give me that social interaction, because I don't do well at times when I'm in places that I don't know. And yeah, it was only when I started talking to people that I felt a bit more comfortable.
When we started 3 years ago, 6 beneficiaries came to our first breakfast, and it's grown over the 3 years where we get in excess of 50. It's really exciting to see when people arrive as strangers and within 10 minutes they're chatting and making friends and fitting into a group because they're talking to others who understand their experiences. And it becomes peer support.
We met through the Benevolent Fund, yes. The first time I came, Kath had been before.
I'd been before, yeah.
And we sat together and started talking, and my partner had died just a month before Kath's husband, so we had something instantly in common.
Yeah.
They know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's so important to have
the backup.
Yes.
It's knowing they're there if you want.
Yeah.
We are only able to run these because of the donations we receive from supporters of the fund. Those generous donations are felt by the people you see here every month. And for those who leave a gift in their will, that support can continue to help these people and other beneficiaries for generations to come.
I think of my dad and Rog, and I think how proud they'd be and how grateful they'd be for this. I still belong in the Air Force. Never take it out of me.
You've heard from our beneficiaries, staff and ambassadors about the practical, emotional and financial support that we provide. No matter how big or small the need, we are here for the RAF family, the serving, the veterans and their dependents. Whatever they need, whenever they need it. But we simply would not have been able to meet those challenges without people like you. Your support serves as a reminder of what the RAF family means to so many. So, if you've already pledged to leave a gift in your will, thank you. By pledging, you allow us to plan into the future. If you give a regular donation, thank you for making a difference every month. And if you're considering pledging a gift in your will, thank you for watching. To see how you can support us further, please request a free Gifts in Wills guide. Thank you for being part of the heart of the RAF family. One day service, a lifetime of support.